Libra, hello. Welcome to your reading for November 2020. So if this is your first time seeing this video, hello, welcome to the channel. But what I've already done is over on TikTok, I actually went ahead and pulled 3 cards to get us started with the overall energy for your guys' reading, Libras, for the month of November. Now, so I talked about it over in the TikTok video, but I'll just kind of do like an introduction with it here. What we were basically saying, Libra, is that what you're dealing with, it ain't it, right? Because we had here the Devil and the 5 of Swords. And the Devil represents issues with like addiction, vices. It also represents feeling like you're trapped within a certain idea, mindset, relationship, what have you. But to see it combined with the 5 of Swords tells me that you're dealing with a lot of drama, a lot of crap, right? A lot of he said, she said, a lot of people potentially stabbing you behind the back, what have you. It's time to move away from these toxic people, okay? So that's why we've got here the Fool. And this is representing you jumping ship, essentially. Just kind of saying like, you know what, screw you guys. I don't need this in my life anymore. I'm going to go do my own thing. And perhaps it may mean that you don't necessarily know what is ahead for you, but that's what the beauty of November, I think, is going to represent to you. You're learning a lot about people's true colors this month. And I think what you're doing is you're getting yourself on the right track to eventually find yourself with the tribe and with the people that are gonna like support you and love you for exactly who you are. I definitely get like bullying vibes seeing those 2 cards together. And you know, it could be anything from like family to friendships to even relationships, but I think it's just time to move forward. So let's go ahead and pull you some more cards and see what else we can see for you guys in this month. I'm using the Everyday Witch Tarot if you're curious. Okay, well, there you have it. So some of you may be dealing with either a father figure or a relationship. You've got here the King of Wands, which could represent a potential fire sign male. So a potential Sagittarian, Aries, or Leo. Doesn't necessarily have to be that sign. It more so just represents the fire energy of that person. So someone who initially appears to be very charismatic, very warm, welcoming. Seems that they like enjoy being very inclusive, or that they enjoy spending time with all different kinds of people. It's really saying like, I feel like this month you're going to start to see someone's true colors, you know? 9 of Pentacles, this is representing you finally stepping up for yourself and saying like, no, I don't really need to be around this. I don't need to be around this fakeness, you know? And that's why I think also here we've got the 4 of Wands reversed. 4 of Wands for me can represent like a house, a home. It can also represent the union of people coming together. It is a twin flame card for me too, but I don't necessarily get twin flame vibes here for everybody. I think for some people this could represent, you know, like some kind of a figure that you look up to, perhaps a father, uncle, grandfather figure, a friend. For some people, romantic figures. I think that this is more so just like someone that you have looked up to before and gave you this certain idea or impression about who they were and what they were about. But unfortunately, I think some really unfortunate truths are going to be coming through. And what I want to say here is, you know, obviously, I feel like for the month of November, a lot of us are going to be finding people to have had differing opinions than what we've had on our own. I mean, I'm thinking obviously about the presidential election here. But the thing that I really want to encourage here is that I don't necessarily mean that just because you're finding out someone's truth or a piece of someone that they haven't necessarily shared with you doesn't mean that it gives you the opportunity to start spewing hate back their way. And I'm learning that this is apparently an unpopular opinion. I don't know if it's just me or what, but, you know, I really don't want to get political, but it does make me think about Joe Biden's speech where he was saying, like, you know, no matter who wins, or if I do win the presidency, I'm not going to immediately throw the people who didn't vote for me under the bus. I'm going to serve them just as equally as I serve the people who did vote for me. And that's kind of the vibe, the energy that I really want to portray here, is that just because, you know, this person may have done something really upsetting, or may have backstabbed you, or may have lost your trust, doesn't mean that it's okay to immediately turn around and treat them just as badly. You know what I mean? Obviously, it's okay to be angry. It's okay to be frustrated. But I think especially with the Fool here, this is more so saying, like, this is not about revenge. This is about moving on, you know? And you can kill them with all the kindness that you have in the world. So the Four of Wands reversed, that just simply means like a separation. That's all that it means. I'm not seeing any cards here that would reference getting even. I do not see anything here that references getting any kind of revenge. Nothing like that, right? So let's keep going. Okay, very interesting. So I pulled here the month of April. Very interesting to see. We also have here purse, pay attention to your finances, and dogs, getting together with friends. So definitely seems like a shift, right? We're moving away from one particular person and kind of into a new space with new people. It's also very interesting to see purse, paying attention to your finances, because the Nine of Pentacles, while it does represent someone who's like independent, taking care of themselves, pampering themselves, it also means like looking after your own personal finances as well. So we'll take a card looking at that as well. The final card that I got here was the month of April. So that could represent anything from you getting back into connection with this King of Wands character to something else. So I'm going to pull clarifiers for the purse as well as the month of April. Okay, it's all related to finances. So it feels like this is a completely separate topic here. So I pulled Nine of Wands originally for the pay attention to your finances. And then I also have here the Ace of Pentacles reversed for the month of April. So Libras, this seems like, so the Nine of Wands represents burnout, exhaustion, feeling like you're working yourself to the bone, especially in relation to any kind of finances in your life or any kind of career situation. And it makes sense, right? Like feeling like you've been overworked, like you're taking care of other people's needs before your own, you're just out of fumes. Month of April, very interestingly enough, we do have the Ace of Pentacles, and this represents a new opportunity for financial gain, for a new career, a job change, what have you. It's reversed. For me, I think that's because it's an imminent change, something that's coming into your life eventually. But yeah, it's something you're going to be building into. You've got more pentacles again. Three of Pentacles is all about taking the blueprint or the foundation of what you are dealing with right now and then building on top of that, securing yourself more successfully in terms of your finances on top of that. So it definitely seems like there's a shift away from like the drama, the gossip, what have you, and more of a focus in on how you can be really securing yourself in a financial way. Like it definitely seems like much more inward focus, right, Libra? So yeah, I mean, the biggest thing that you guys can do is just step away from any and all drama whatsoever, because what it's doing is it's really just sucking away your time and energy from focusing on things that you could be doing that could benefit you in the future, you know? This whole Nine of Pentacles thing, this is kind of like investing in yourself, pampering yourself. So yeah, very clear message, I feel. Okay, so let's finish up by pulling some Rebel Oracle as well as some blessing cards. Yep. Shame, regret, and guilt. Those are BS. Forgive. Let that shit go. I mean, it makes sense, right? This is not a scenario in which you're going to be like making yourself feel righteous or better than or higher or superior than or what have you. This is just a distancing. You're allowed to love this person from a distance and still have disagreeing beliefs, you know? So let's pull a final blessings card. A blessing for good work. Seems to make a lot of sense, doesn't it? So Libras, you know what? Go your own way, do your own thing. Focus on your career for now. Focus on your work. There's a lot of great change coming for you, likely coming up in the month of April that you get to look forward to. But for now, you just got to stay focused on yourself, okay? So light and love to you, my friend. Thank you for joining me in this session. If you are interested in booking a private reading with me, or if you want to learn tarot from me, I have all of the links in the description box below. Thank you so much for joining me in today's session. Light and love to you, my friend, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next reading. Take care.